Hey there and welcome. Today, we're going to totally transform your daily English conversations. We're going to swap out 5 simple, kind of overused words for some really powerful alternatives that'll make you sound way more expressive and confident.
You know that feeling, right? You're chatting away and suddenly you realize you've said yes, or okay, or thank you, like a dozen times in the last 5 minutes. It's a really common trap to fall into, and today we're going to help you climb right out of it.
So here they are, the usual suspects. Now look, on their own these words are perfectly fine, but when we lean on them too much, our English can start to sound a little, well, flat. We're going to break down each one and give you a whole new toolkit of options.
All right, let's get right into it, starting with probably one of the most common words in the entire language, yes. I mean, it gets the job done, sure, but trust me, we can do so much better.
So what's really interesting here is how you can play with formality. On the super casual side, you've got things like yep and yeah. And just a little tip, yep and sure tend to be more common in American English, but you'll definitely hear them in the UK too. For a more formal or polite situation, certainly is just a fantastic choice.
But okay, here is a little trick that will instantly make you sound more like a native speaker. It's a technique called echoing. So instead of just a plain old yes, you actually respond using the little helper verb from the question you were just asked.
For example, if someone asks you, "Do you like kittens?" you can say, "I do." See? Or if they ask, "Will you be there?" you can respond with, "I will." It's just a really smooth, natural-sounding way to agree that completely avoids that repetitive yes.
Okay, next up, let's talk about saying no. You know, just like yes, the word no can be a bit of a blunt instrument sometimes. So let's add some style, some nuance. Just look at how your choice of word completely changes the feeling here. Nope is a great casual swap for no. I'll pass is a really polite way to turn down an offer. And then you've got the heavy hitters. No way when you're in total shock, and absolutely not for when you need to be 100% clear.
Now for a really fascinating cultural point. In Britain, it's incredibly common to soften a no by kind of wrapping it in an apology. It's a way to be polite and a bit less direct. So you might literally hear someone ask, "Are you coming tonight?" and the response is just, "Sorry." That's it. It just implies no. "I'm afraid not" is another classic, and it doesn't mean you're actually scared of anything, it's just a polite formula for saying no.
Moving on to our third word, sorry. And this is a big one, because just saying the word, well, it isn't always enough, is it? To make an apology really land and feel meaningful, you often need to show that you get what you did wrong.
I mean, check out the difference here. "I didn't mean to" is perfect for a small accident, but saying "it was wrong of me to" shows you're taking real ownership. And for a serious mistake, "I should never have" really communicates a deep, sincere regret. It's just so much more powerful than a simple sorry.
And then, way over on the other side of things, you've got "my bad." Now, this is an Americanism that's become pretty popular in other places too, but a word of warning, it is very casual. You should probably only use it with friends for tiny mistakes, otherwise it can come across as a bit dismissive.
All right, next up, thank you. Saying thanks is huge, right? But we can make our appreciation feel so much more personal and, well, sincere. Let's see how. Here's a fantastic little technique for you. Instead of just thanking someone, compliment them. If a coworker helps you out with a tough deadline, telling them you're a lifesaver has so much more impact than just thanks. It shows them exactly why you're so grateful. And what about when someone's complimenting you? You know, if someone pays you a compliment, it can feel a little repetitive to just keep saying thank you. A really great alternative is "I appreciate that." It's warm, it's sincere, and it's a nice way to mix things up.
Okay, I've got 2 more for you here, and they're great ones. If someone gives you a really thoughtful gift or just goes way out of their way for you, "you shouldn't have" is a classic warm response. And in Britain, the word cheers has become an incredibly common informal stand-in for thank you in just about any everyday situation.
And that brings us to our final word, okay. I mean, this word is a real workhorse of the English language, isn't it? We use it for everything from agreeing with someone to just showing we heard them. But we can be more specific.
And as you can see, okay comes in so many different flavors. Okie dokie is super playful and informal. All right is pretty much a direct, neutral swap. Now, very well is an interesting one because it can sometimes imply that you're agreeing, but you're maybe not too thrilled about it. And fair enough is just a perfect, neutral way to say, "Yep, I accept what you said."
So, when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway here? It's that tweaking these 5 tiny words can have a huge impact.
It lets you communicate your exact feelings, your excitement, your hesitation, your sincere gratitude. It lets your personality shine through. And really, it all just comes down to picking the right word for the right situation.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The power is in your hands now. You can be more precise and more expressive. You can use echoing instead of yes, or lifesavers instead of thank you. So I want you to think about a conversation you're going to have today. Which one of these new words are you going to try out first?